Hey everybody, it's me, Carrie, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Farmington Hills, Michigan. I am getting my tablet set up so that I can...
Hey everybody.
Oh, look,
me,
my volume's
Carrie,
on.
your
Oops,
Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Farmington Hills, Michigan.
Where is my
I'm
volume?
getting my tablet set up.
That's weird. Okay. So, double carry, that could be a really scary way to spend your morning. I guess it's afternoon now. So, hi everybody, thanks for popping on. So, today, I have a couple of questions. First of all, hello, say hi. Tell me where you're from. Also, my question though is, today I put a post out that I was going to go live in 30 minutes. Is that helpful? Do you like that? I mean, I can't guarantee I would do it all the time, but I would like to know if that's helpful. So, okay, so please answer that question. Linda, you would die if you had to deal with two of me. Okay, so here we go. I am going to use the inked and tiled stamp set. This has punches that go with it. I won't be using the punches today, but I think it's scheduled for tomorrow. I'm posting like a bunch of cards I made with the designer series paper and the punches and some of the stamps that go with this. Also, my Saturday, I think my Saturday class uses just this one sentiment, just so you know. Okay, so I'm going to be using Pecan Pie and Pretty Peacock. I have the Pretty Peacock marker here also, and the my browns blending brush. I think I've told you guys this before, but I know that some of you, and I know demonstrators who really want to have a blending brush for every single color. Well, that's great. I'm happy to sell them to you, but you don't need that because this is my browns, and so anything that's in the brown category, for instance, Pecan Pie, I use this brush for. All I do is I take a scrap and I make sure it's cleaned. Oh, I didn't grab a scrap today, did I? Hold on, I got them. So I just grab a scrap and I make sure that it's fairly clean. Like this one barely has anything on it. So I'm not worried about using it. All right. So that would be my suggestion. They come in packs of 3. There's the big ones, the small ones, whatever, you know, floats your boat, either one. It's a little less expensive. I think it's $1 less for 3 of the small ones. I think these are $13 for 3. I think those are $12 for 3, but don't hold me to that. So we're going to be using this. I'm going to be using this stamp from the Inked and Tiled. I love this set, you guys. It took me a while. I wasn't going to get it. And then I just saw so many cute things. I had to have it. And the designer series paper is killer. So, okay, excuse me. Also, before I forget, before we get started, because I want to mention this twice. Tomorrow, is tomorrow the 19th? I think so. Stampin' Up! Is having a 24-hour stamp sale. So it's everything in the annual catalog. That's this catalog, okay? It excludes the Hostess items, and it excludes like online items. So the online exclusives like the truck stamp and all that stuff, those don't count. But all of the stamps are 15% off. So let's like, here's a bundle. So let's say you were thinking about, you want this Hey Chuck bundle. You save 10% when you buy the bundle, but you have to do the math because all of them are going to be different. But if you buy the stamp set and the dies separate, you're going to save 15% on the stamps. So it might be cheaper to buy them separate, if that makes sense. But do the math, because like I said, all of them are going to be different, and some of them are going to be really close. I think all of them you're going to save a little bit more that way. But anyway, it's a 24-hour sale. It's all based on mountain time, but in the Eastern time zone, which is where I am. I'm in Michigan. It starts at 2 a.m. and then it's actually going to run through technically Thursday morning at 1:59 a.m. So it's a 24-hour sale. So I don't want to forget to tell you that. So if there's a stamp set that you've been looking at, go ahead and take a peek at that. So, all right. So my card base is going to be, it's going to be Pretty Peacock. This is such a pretty color. I'm really glad they brought it back. I really like it. The only thing I'm disappointed about is there's no ribbon in this color, but y'all know you can color your ribbon, right? So there's that. So, I have, I'm using Very Vanilla for my techniques. So I've got an inside and an outside. So for my inside, because I know I'm going to be using this Pretty Peacock with that flower, and I'm going to be using the, I'm going to move this out of the way so I don't make a big mess. I'm going to be using the Pecan Pie also. So I'm going to start, and I'm just going to add a little bit. I'm going to start off, and I'm just going to add a little bit of Pecan Pie to the bottom of this. Now you can see I got an edge. So for me, that would bother me. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just edge all the way around with this, just to make it cohesive, even though I've got it. It was not my original plan, but you know me, let's just, you know, fly by the seat of your pants. Okay, so there I am with my little bit of schmutz. I didn't mean for it to be that dirty, but okay, I'm going to use that again. So I'm going to move it out of the way. Now I'm going to ink up my flower. And I'm just going to stamp it right here at the bottom. Voila. So that's the inside of my card. You can put a sentiment in there or whatever you want to do. Then I'm going to grab my liquid glue. Y'all know I love my liquid glue. I like all the adhesives. I mean, I'm going to be honest. And then always check. I've made many a card upside down, backwards, all that stuff. So let me move this so that whoops, almost did that upside down. Now that's just going to be on the inside. Now when you're using liquid glue, I think I've mentioned this before, don't spread out because it'll want to ooze out because it's liquid. So when you're pressing it, maybe pull it in a little bit. And when you put it on, don't get right up to the edge. I have a couple people who come to class, and one of them really likes to get super close to the end, and then she's disappointed because it oozes out. So, okay, so this is my card base. I'm going to set that aside for a minute, and I'm going to show you this card. This is one that I did with the technique that I'm going to show you today. The one I'm doing today is going to be a little bit different. The colors on this one are Lost Lagoon. Okay, so the whole thing is done in Lost Lagoon, and it is done with the same stamp set. The thank you is here. Here's the leaf. This little background is right here. So, and if you guys saw my Sunday post where I copied, I kind of copied that meme that that meme was just so pretty. I just loved it, and I thought I gotta do this with paper. So that's when I made the card. Let me show you that real quick. I know I'm going off topic. I'm sorry, it's me. Anyway, that's when I made this card. And if you were to look at it real close, I actually fussy cut the paper, and then I fussy cut these two out of a different sheet of paper and stuck them in there to match it. But I just, and then I stamped some of these to replicate the flowers that the original one had, and I put some dots on it and smooshed it up a little bit. So anyway, so this is kind of what I'm doing today, but I'm doing it a little bit different. The difference is I'm not going to, this is like totally flat except for the bow. So I am going to do something different with the circle on mine. So, all right, very vanilla, just because I thought it would go well with the colors that I'm using today. I'm going to move that out of my way so I don't make a big mess. And I have a piece of paper that's just a scrap, and I have some of my old style We don't sell this anymore. I wish that we did, but you can get it, you know, Dotto or, you know what I'm talking about, those mini things. So I'm going to set this on here so that I can kind of look at my grid lines. Kind of, sort of get it semi-centered. I'm not like a panicker about that kind of stuff. As you guys well know, I just kind of go with the flow. So this is where I am right now. I've got this going on, and I'm going to take my wild wheat. I think that's what I'm using, right? Oh, pecan pie. Sorry. Pecan pie. And I'm just going to color the edges like so. So that's what I did for this one. Okay, I did the exact same technique just to get the edges going the way I wanted them. All right. So on this one, I then matted again to get it darker in the center. So I did not set up for that for this one. I don't know why. I just didn't. But what I am going to do, I'm going to put that back, is, now I forgot what I did with it. Here it is, right in front of me. I'm going to grab this flower, which is kind of this flower face up, you know what I mean? And I forgot to grab a block. So let me grab that too. Oh, it's a good thing I have like 8 million blocks from back when I used to do parties. Oh, my shirt's popping open. Let's not have that happen, even though you guys shouldn't see it. Anyway, I'm just going to randomly stamp some of these flowers on here. And put some there. Put a little one there. And I'm going to just, ooh, that didn't come out well, did it? That's all right. It'll still look okay. All right, so that is bugging me. I think I'm going to ruin it, but we're going to give it a try. It'll work. So now when I pull this off, I get that. And this is all nice and blank for me, right? So on the other one, like I said, I took the sides. Whoops, I do have some cut. I took the sides, so let's go for it. And I covered them up. And these are just cut. They're not anything, you know, there's nothing fancy to them. Just whatever you want, you know, whatever makes you happy. And then for that one, I punched out with a 2 3/8 punch in the center. And I did that one first so that it didn't have it on the ends, if that makes sense. Like, you can see it here, right? Okay, so now I decided, just in thinking, because that's my way, I get carried away and I decide to do things that I originally hadn't planned to do. So here's a small one, just so you guys can see the difference. I have a few small ones. I have so many of the big ones that I don't really have very many small ones. So I'm going to take this color, and I really want it to be light. So I'm just very lightly making some background. I don't want a lot on there. Okay, so now when I take it off, there you go. You guys like that? Is that fun or no? Okay, then I'm going to go back to my flower again, which I put on the inside, right? And I am going to stamp it right, oh no, I guess right there. Dang it. Don't you love when your fingers slip? It's okay, it's gonna work. Darn. Oh, it makes me mad. Okay, and then I'm gonna stamp it again right there. So this may not come out quite, let me see. It'll still work. It'll still work. Okay. So I'm going to cover that up. Don't anybody panic. Although I did. Definitely. So I'm going to glue this onto my card front. I have to keep adjusting my sweater, even though I don't think you guys are seeing it. I don't know what's going on. I don't wear sweaters that much this time of year, but right now my air conditioner is running and it blows right at me. So, okay, so there is that piece. Okay, so I want to put this on, but I want it to stand out a little bit more. This is the largest circle in the, it does happen, you're right. Thanks, Jane. This is the largest circle in the Stylish Shapes dies, and I could try to fussy cut it, but you guys know this is one of my favorite things to do, is just use a marker just to give the edge some definition. You guys see me do this all the time, and notice how I'm holding it. Why? Because look what happened. When you're holding it like this, if your pen slips, it's likely to slip onto the back of it and not the front. So that's why I kind of keep it at a V, upside down V shape while I am coloring the edges. I just felt it slip again, so. Jeez, I just did it again. But look, those would have ended up on the front if I'd have held it this way. I actually think I stamped on the upside down part of this. Oh well. Oh well. If you get this card in one of your thank you packs, just notice my boo-boos and move on with your life. So I am going to use some dimensionals to pop this up. I think I'll use 4. And I need cut some of these edges. Okay. Wait till you guys see what I'm recording it in a little bit, what I'm doing for Saturday Sip. Oh my gosh, you guys, I saw this this advertisement in a magazine and went, I could do that. But we didn't have the stamp to actually do it. So the question is, do I put it down there? I could. Or do I move it up? Because I have a sentiment and stuff. Let me hang on a minute. Hang on, I'm thinking. So I have the sentiment that can go there. And I did a bow. I just don't know if I want to use the bow. I haven't decided. If I use the bow, I definitely need to go up higher. If I don't use the bow, then it just looks off center to me. So I'm going to go up higher, and it's lining it up is going to be the problem then. So my bow's going to have to hide that. So there's that. And then I'm going to put my bow on. Normally this would not have been a problem because my stems were supposed to line up. But if I put this right here, I think it will be less noticeable. You can kind of tell that this one is off, but oh well, oh well, oh well. What did I just do with those? Oh, here they are. I'm going to put my sentiment up on to, oh, those are too big. You guys use the ends of yours, right? I think I mention this all the time, that you should use up every inch of these sheets of dimensionals because they're still good. Okay. So then here is, and look, my just a note is going to go over my other schmutz. I just want to center it. Hide all my boo-boos. So, you know, slips happen, like Jane said. And here is my finished card. Now, I'm not adding any bling, but certainly you can. Hi, Karen. So, those are my 2 cards. I saw those hearts. Thank you very much. So, I hope you guys like it, but it's just a fun technique, whether, you know, you're trying to save paper and you do it like this, like I said, with the, like I had cut out this background, thinking I might do that. But then I decided to do the circle and just some strips of paper to do your edges. So anyway, I think it's fun. I really like this color combination, even with my little boo-boos in there. I'm not going to worry about it. So anyway, thanks you guys. Have a wonderful Tuesday. It's a beautiful day here in Michigan. Yay, after so much rain. I think we're in for no rain today. Fingers crossed. So, but it's coming back, so I'm not going to get too excited. We need it though, right? All right, you guys, have a blessed and wonderful day. We'll see you later. Bye.